See these? Hands. You got them? I got them. Your friend got them? Somebody you know probably has. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angie, and today we are talking about how to lose weight without changing your diet or changing your exercise. I know it may sound too good to be true, and we think that with counting calories and our macros and all of these other really nonsense things need to happen in order for us to lose weight, but this is not true. And today I'm going to share with you 3 little things that I do to help me get back on track after having a not so great weekend of not practicing what I preach. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell to be notified every single time that I upload a new video. So let's get into lunch. I don't really know what I want to eat for lunch, and I don't really have anything prepared, so I kind of just rummaged through my fridge. I have some leftover butter chicken, I have some hummus, and I'm gonna make a salad, and I have these really cool vegan, non-GMO, low carb, low calorie, no sugar, popped grains. I don't know if you guys have these or not where you are located. I've never seen them before. They're at my grocery store. The thing that appealed to me was that they were crunchy. And when I look at the ingredients on the list, it literally says wheat and salt. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm working towards eating more whole foods in my diet and choosing better sources of carbohydrates that are going to keep me full and satiated. So tip number 1, changing the size of the plate that you eat your food on. Now, this is a regular standard dinner plate here, and this is I guess it's a side plate here. So whatever food that I put on here, I'm gonna automatically eat more because my automatic thought is to fill the plate with food, because we are so out of touch with what actual portions look like. Eating out at restaurants and fast food places, and sometimes too being taught by our parents, because I certainly was to finish our plate of food. So we have to kind of step back a little bit and realize that we all have kind of portion distortion. That's what I like to call it. And I've done this for a really long time. It's something that I feel is like one of my anchor habits of getting back into making sure that I'm eating healthy, and also doing a correct portion control for myself. And truthfully, whatever food I have on the smaller plate, I always feel satiated by it. But if I put that food on a bigger plate, I'm gonna end up eating more, because in my head, I have the thought of finishing whatever's on your plate. Finish your food, don't waste your food. And I think a lot of us suffer from that. So I'm gonna heat up my butter chicken, which I think has a little bit of Thai chili sauce on it too. So, oh well, that's life. Do you wanna hear something really bad that happened to me this weekend? So I have a habit of like inflicting pain upon myself, not intentionally, but I'm really, really good at it. Like I gave myself 2 black eyes once. Yeah. So this weekend I had to go to Subway to pick up my son, and so I got out of the car, and as I was walking, there was this tiny little piece of wood. It was about this big in the parking lot, and somehow I managed to step on the piece of wood, sprain my ankle, and fall face first and eat the pavement. There was a guy who saw me do this, and he said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was like, I'm fine. I was totally annoyed with myself. I didn't understand how I got onto the ground. I hurt my hand. I was just this cranky girl. And I ate my emotions because I was just kind of cranky all weekend. I have homemade hummus here. If you guys like hummus, have never made homemade hummus, I used to sell this at the farmer's market when I was a vendor there, and every week I would have to make about 40 to 50 containers of hummus, and I would sell it out every single week and have people still asking for more. There is a recipe on my channel. It was my very first video that I did, so it's kind of cringy, but whatever. I think I'll either put it up here, I'll put in the link in the description below, and you can check it out if you want. I think it's like a 2 or 3 minute video. Today I cannot seem to find my words. So tip number 2 that I do is, I think I'm supposed to wash this, but I'm not. I'm really lazy about that. So I'm gonna lie to you right now too. I do actually use a big plate, but the only time that I really do use a big plate is like, of course, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because that's just unrealistic. But the other time that I use a big plate is whenever I want to have a salad as well. I fill half of my plate with salad and then I'll put the rest of my stuff on the plate as well. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I am gonna eat a big salad. Who else loves lettuce? Like, I could just sit down and eat a head of lettuce. Like, I often eat just a head of lettuce. It's not weird, right? I like having a big salad. You know what I recently started doing? Is I started eating vegetables at breakfast. And it's such a weird concept. Maybe you guys do eat vegetables at breakfast, but I didn't grow up that way. So it seemed really weird to me. So a lot of times I'll either try to saute some peppers, onions, and mushrooms, or I will make a salad. Or recently as well, I had a smoothie today and it had pumpkin and cauliflower in it. It also had mango and raspberry as well. But you know what? It was really quite decent. I was pleasantly surprised. So I can't wait to try these here. These little buggers too, they literally have like, it says they have 25 calories. So I don't know, I hope we're gonna give it a go. It's like I can taste the wheat, but not terrible. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slap some hummus on them. Oh, by the way, if you ever do make hummus yourself, don't put all the olive oil in it. I never put all of the olive oil in it. You don't need to. You can actually substitute about half of your olive oil for water. And I know that might just, I'm sorry, please apologize to the people who created hummus, my apologies, but it's actually really good and you can save yourself a lot of calories and a lot of fat and still enjoy your hummus and still get all of the flavor and the benefits from the beautiful chickpeas. Now my plate's not big enough. Okay, don't do what I do, but kind of, like I'm not feeling bad about this at all. Okay, I'm gonna stop licking my fingers. So as I told you, and tip number 1 is to eat on a smaller plate. And it was this one here, which was 100% my full intention of doing. But when I look at the amount of calories and fat and all of that other stuff of my dinner, it's, well, listen, yeah, I fucked up, yeah. I have a really big salad. Doesn't that count for like negative calories? I think so, I'm gonna go with that. These little puffy things, they're like literally 25 calories each. So that's gonna fill like my big toe. So I'm gonna eat 3 of these. Maybe I'll eat 2, I don't know. I might have been a little bit ambitious about these. This video is an entire, such a mess, but whatever. We're all friends here. So tip number 2, if you don't wanna change anything with your diet and your exercise, and you just wanna say, listen, I just wanna eat the foods that I love to eat. Number 2 is to eat it slower. So by that, I mean every single time that you take a bite of food, which I'm gonna take my salad, which is of course going to take me, 57 minutes just to chew 1 bite, is that you actually put your fork down in between bites and take a breath and just kind of breathe first. We're so used to stuffing food in our mouths as fast as we can to get back to all the things that we're doing. And if we just slow ourselves down, don't try and do this over breakfast on a Monday morning with kids and trying to get them out the door. Just don't put yourself through that. But maybe do it on a Sunday morning when you're a little bit more relaxed, you don't have anything that you have to do, and just sit down and eat your breakfast and have a bite and then put your fork down in between. I'm so happy about this. I don't know, I'm happy that I went to work and instead of going through a drive-through, I came home and made my lunch, which was probably quicker than actually going through the drive-through, waiting for everything. And certainly not having this massive, amazing, and beautiful spread of food. And to top it all off, it didn't cost me any more money. Maybe this is a mukbang. Those shows are insane. Did y'all ever watch those? Let me know. So, there's tip number 2. If you've never been to my channel, I talk all about how to eat better, eat healthier, move more in realistic ways that will promote weight loss and help you just live a healthier life. Because I mean, what's the point of losing all of this weight if you feel like crap? And what's the point of restricting yourself and having it as sheer hell and terror all to lose weight and then to gain it back again. Let's just get off of that. I gotta try this here. Okay, ready? I got it with the hummus. The only thing that I would do is probably not put the hummus on in advance, just because I can feel like it's already gonna get a little too soggy by the time that I get through 3 of these. Why did I think that I could eat 3 of them? Like, shit. I'll give her a go though. I'll give her a good go. Oh, I wanted to tell you about my client update. So I have 1 client so far, which I'm pretty excited about. And of course, I'd like to have more. So if you want to become one of my clients, then please check out the free 7-day coaching series that you can try down below. And if you like what you see and you want to chat, we can book an appointment and we can get you on the road to eating real food with real success. So my client, she has worked with me for the past 6 weeks. And we had she's going through 2 plans over the next 3 months. The first plan was for her one challenge was to actually only eat real foods, whole foods, for the 6 weeks. And she went through a program. I created it for her so she had things and actions to do every single day. And during her 6-week program of eating whole foods, that was literally her only focus, I was asking her how everything was going, and she said, this was the first time that I have ever felt like something was not being taken away from me and I didn't feel restricted. And I was like, oh, this is exactly what I want to teach other people, women or men, too, is that you can still get to a goal that you have. Maybe it won't be the quickest way, but it's the way that's going to not only get you there, it's going to keep you there. And to put icing on the top of hearing that comment come out of her mouth is the fact that in 6 weeks, she had Thanksgiving dinner where she actually did partake in having a little bit of dessert and having a little bit of gravy and mashed potatoes, which she said she didn't want to, but we talked through that and she decided to have them. Mashed potatoes with cauliflower in it, by the way. Good little trick. And Halloween and her daughter's birthday. So during these 6 weeks, she had 3 very critical events that were happening. And guess what? She also lost 15 pounds. Yeah. Let's just let that sit there while I eat more of my dinner. All right, apparently this is gonna take me way longer than what I anticipated it would. So, not a huge fan of the butter chicken. Don't know if I want that. I'm going to focus on this and this. Here. So, tip number 3, it always looks weird when I put my fingers out like this. Tip number 3 is this. If you are out at a restaurant, or, no. Tip number 3 is this, as I show them. Right here. See these? Hands. You got them? I got them. Your friend got them? Somebody you know probably has them, right? Has hands. These little guys, girls, little digits here, are very, very useful when it comes to wanting to lose weight without changing anything else in your world. And what I mean by that is you can actually use your hands as your portion calculator. So a handful, like this here, your cupped hand, right here, right here. No matter if you are big, small, have abnormally large hands or super tiny hands, this is the size of a veggie portion, right here, a cupped hand. Now, this here around the pad of your hand, right here, is approximately the size of a protein. So if you look at I don't want to touch it like that. Here, look. This here, there's my buttered chicken. Not very good buttered chicken, but anyways, I didn't make sauce homemade, I was lazy. But that's about the size of the palm of my hand. That is a serving of protein. So that could be steak, that could be chicken. If you are a female, 1 serving. If you are a male, it's 2 servings. I know. Girls, we get shit on all the time. Why can't we eat as much as males? Like, it makes me angry. So really, I've got like 4 or 5 servings of vegetables. Don't be upset if you eat more vegetables. Good on you. Proud of you. maybe you can help other people out with eating their vegetables. I love vegetables. I love it all. For a carbohydrate, it is no, I'm not trying to beat you up here. It is a fistful. That there is approximately the amount for carbohydrates. It's about anywhere between 1/3 and 1/2 of a cup if you had to measure it. And for your fats, it is, that's right, don't forget to give a like, it is about a thumb-size amount of fat. So that means your olive oils and your coconut oils and your cheeses and all the fatty, yummy goodness. Those types of things. I think I've lost my mind. I think I'm suffering from like lack of food. You know, it's been like 3.5 hours since I ate. And I get low blood sugar sometimes. Not really, I'm just making that up in my head. Anyway, if you haven't seen my last video, check it out. It's pretty much where I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I am stressing myself out way too much when it comes to videos. Let's just have fun. Let me teach you some things. And if you want to learn some things, or you want to take the challenge and try to clean up your diet for the next 7 days, because I know life is rough right now. And if you like this crazy kind of video and you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them in the questions and comments below. Everything will be linked in the description. You can check out my website if you want to know about coaching. If you want to just chat, drop me an email, say hello, grab the free stuff. I'm gonna finish eating all of this here, and then I'm gonna take Mr. Pupper Edders there for a walk, because it is a beautiful out today in November, and I'm not gonna freeze my butt off. And I wish you all the best, and enjoy your lunch. Give these little tips a try and tell me what you think. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye.